Division using the split strategy. We're going to start with a simple example of 17 divided by 5. Let's imagine 17 apples, just to keep it simple and familiar. We can split our 17 apples before we even start dividing them. And this is really fair and easy to think about. Imagine you're sharing these apples out with 5 people. Doesn't matter which apples you share with them first, as long as they all get an equal amount each. So I've split these apples not down the middle, but instead I split 10 off on the left and 7 off to the right of my green line. And I'm just going to share my 10 apples first. So I get my 10 apples, I share them out with the 5 people that are waiting, and they get 2 apples each. Then I've got the remaining 7 apples that they're standing there waiting for, and they know that they need to be shared out evenly. So I share those remaining 7 apples out, and they would get only 1 each, because I don't have enough to give them 2 each. So they get 1 each, and I've got 2 left over. And as we know, a leftover is called a remainder. So from the first split group, they get 2 each, then they get 1 each from the second split group, and there's 2 left over that I don't share out. So they get altogether 3 apples each, and I still have my 2 remaining. So 17 divided by 5 equals 3 remainder 2. Now, of course, these apples could be diced up into fractions and shared out further, but for the purposes of this video clip, I'm only going to deal with remainders that aren't shared further. Now for a larger example, 43 divided by 4. Let's pretend this is a big bag of gold coins. 43 to be exact. So this treasure is sitting in a brown Hessian bag, but it's now got a hole in it and 3 coins fall out. Now I still need to share these gold coins out with the 4 people that are waiting for their treasure. But I'm going to share out the 40 coins that are left in the bag first, and the 3 that spilled out I will share out second. Now the reason that I've designed this to have a hole and have 3 fall out is because I really want to deal with the number 40. 40 is a friendly number for divided by 4. So I would solve the 40 first. I'd get my 40 coins. I'd not worry about those 3 extra coins that I need to share. And I'll just share out my 40 coins with the 4 that are waiting. And they would get 10 coins each. Then I've got the 3 coins that are sitting there that still need to be shared. So I need to share those with the 4 people. 3 divided by 4 actually won't work. I can't share that out fairly, so they will get none each. And there are 3 remaining. Now, of course, in real life, we would come up with a solution, I'm sure. However, in this example, those 3 coins can't be shared, so I would hold on to them, or whatever the case may be. So 43 divided by 4 is, of course, 10. And in this example, we just leave the remaining 3 not dealt with. So 10 remainder 3. Next, let's look at 49 divided by 6. For this problem, we're going to imagine a large punnet of cherries. 49 cherries, of course, and for the purposes of these large examples, since the numbers are increasing to numbers such as 49 or above, I'm just drawing a few cherries in there, not 49 to be exact, but you get the idea. With these 49 cherries, I am going to think about what times tables do I know that will help me share this out into groups of 6 or share them out to 6 people if I'm imagining that's the problem. And this is where your times tables are really important. If I don't know my 6 times tables or a way to solve and come up with strategies for 6 times tables, then it's going to be really difficult to come up with divisions by 6 that are going to be helpful here. But luckily for me, I know 6 times 6 is 36. So I can use this as a way of splitting my 49 into 36 first and solving that before worrying about the rest. And the reason for this is I know that if 6 times 6 is 36, then 36 divided by 6 is 6. So of course I split off some of the cherries so that I can have my 36 to deal with first. And the ones that I split off, of course, I need to put somewhere else because they will need to be shared out or divided out as well. And because I've made my 36 cherries or separated out 36 cherries, from 49, I would of course have 13 remaining cherries that I will need to share out afterwards. So starting with the 36 cherries, I already know that 36 divided by 6 equals 6 because I've chosen it based on my 6 times 6 equals 36 times table. And then I'm going to draw my attention over to 13 cherries divided by 6. And that isn't within the times tables. However, I know that 12 divided by 6 equals 2. So I will just share out 12 of them and see what's left. And when I share out those 12, it's 2 each, of course, and there's only 1 left over because 12 is only 1 less than 13. So I've shared out 6 out of the 36 group. I've shared out 2 out of the 13 group. So altogether, I've shared out 8. And of course, I've had 1 left over. So 49 divided by 6 is 8 remainder 1. Let's go larger again. 83 divided by 6. For this one, let's pretend they're oranges. I've got 83 oranges there. Again, I've only drawn a few to represent 83. I know that 60 divided by 6 equals 10. So I've hunted for the largest, easiest times table that is within the number 83. That is, of course, a 6 times table because it's divided by 6. So I've hunted and I found 6 times 10 equals 60. So I know that 60 divided by 6 equals 10. So this is where that comes from. And suddenly I'm able to share out 60 oranges instantly and give everyone 10 each and know that I've only got to deal with the remaining split part of the number. So I split my 83 into 60 and the rest. Okay, so I'll represent that by moving some of them down here. And so I've got my 60 that I split off, and the remaining amount would be 23 because 60 plus 23 is 83. To make that a little bit clearer to see, because those oranges look like small numbers, they're meant to be 60 and 23. I'll tidy that up by writing the numbers in. So we're imagining that we've got a whole bunch of oranges in those light blue circles or hoops. Now, no surprises here. 60 divided by 6 is 10. We know this because that's why we chose to break off 60 or make a split number of 60. And then we now need to do 23 divided by 6. Possibly not as easy, but it's such a small number. We should know our 6 times tables. We know that in the 6 times tables we have 6, 12, 18, 24. 24 is too many. We don't have 24 oranges, so we'd have to go with 18. So 18 divided by 6 is 3. So 23 divided by 6, well, because that is one I can't do easily, I'll just share out the 18. So I'll share out the 18, that's 3 each, and I'll see what's left. And of course there would be 5 left. Then I need to add those numbers together. I give 60 divided by 6 is 10, 23 divided by 6 is 3, remainder 5. Add them together, we get 13, remainder 5 for the problem.